Hi, my name is Jenna Suzaki, an undergraduate student at UH Manoa. This summer, I had the privilege to work with Dr. Maskarnik, Dr. Boucher, Dr. Shvetsov, and Victoria Mappa on two projects here at the UH Cancer Center. Today, I'll be presenting the first project entitled Diet Quality, BMI, and Obesity in the Multi-Ethnic Cohort. The multi-ethnic cohort study is a longitudinal study which recruited 215,251 men and women from Hawaii and Los Angeles of 5 ethnic groups listed here in Table 1. African American, Latino, Japanese American, Native Hawaiians, and whites. We know that overweight and obesity are found to be associated with an increased risk of 13 different types of cancers, which account for 40% of all diagnosed cancers here in America. As a result, we wanted to look at the association between diet quality and BMI. Diet quality was measured using the Healthy Eating Index 2015, or HEI 2015 for short, which is composed of 13 health components. BMI was taken through the height and weight from participants at 3 time points through self-administered questionnaires at Q1, which was in 1995, Q3 in 2005, and APS, which was in 2013. We found a trend amongst all 5 ethnic groups where the HEI and BMI increased throughout time. Using logistic and linear regression analyses, we also found that high diet quality, as defined by the HEI 2015, was inversely related to BMI. As you can see here in Table 2, we found that the strength of this association also increased throughout time. In Q1, we found that an increase of the HEI 2015 by 10 points resulted in a 0.47 decrease in BMI in 1995, a 0.72 decrease in BMI at Q3, which is in 2005, and finally a 0.92 decrease at APS, which was in 2013. We also looked at the 13 health components that make up the HEI 2015 and found that it was also inversely associated with BMI. With the ones here in red found to be significant, it should also be noted that the last 4 components here are inversely measured as they are moderation components. What makes the multi-ethnic cohort study so unique is its longitudinal length and ethnic groups. We looked at ethnic groups and the association between HEI and BMI here in Table 3, and we found that a high diet quality, as defined by the HEI 2015, was inversely associated with BMI varying by ethnicities and age. We found that those in the Japanese American and Native Hawaiian groups were found to have a stronger association with BMI, with values of negative 1.02 for Japanese Americans and negative 0.2 for Native Hawaiians. The strength of association was weakest for those in the African American ethnic group, with an association of negative 0.34. Using multinomial logistic regression analyses, we looked at the association between HEI and BMI status. We found that an increase of HEI of 10 points predicted a 13% lower odds of becoming overweight and a 28% lower odds of becoming obese at Q1, which was in 1995, a 28% lower odds of being overweight, and a 43% lower odds of being obese at QX3 in 2005, and finally, a 22% lower odds of becoming overweight and 40% lower odds of being obese at APS, which was in 2013. Here in Figure 3, we have our predicted BMI categories by quintiles of HEI. Our BMI categories are divided where blue signifies healthy, red is overweight, and green is obese. And our HEI scores were divided into quintiles, where the highest quintile were those with the highest diet quality, and in the lowest quintile would be those with the lowest diet quality. As you can see, those that were in the highest quintile were found to have a much higher probability of being in that healthy BMI status than those in the lower quintile, and a much lower probability of being in that obese category than those in the lowest quintile. These findings are constructed to those wanting to reduce their risk of obesity or reduce obesity-related diseases such as cancer. This concludes my presentation, and once again, I'd like to thank my mentors as well as UH Cancer Center for providing me this opportunity. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at jsuzaki@hawaii.edu, jtsuzaki@hawaii.edu. Thank you.